What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support the platform. Much love, man. I appreciate all the love and the support. Salute to everybody that's tuning in right now on this late night. Just came through real quick. I definitely got to get this off my chest, man. Because at this point, brothers really need to ask themselves, what are they leveling up? What are they leveling up for? What are we leveling up for? You know, here in this space, brothers and have always spoke on progress. Brothers being progressive, brothers leveling up, brothers doing better in life, right? But as of late, we've saw that The whole concept of leveling up and us men becoming better men wasn't, it was never to benefit us first as men. It was us to level up to be better servants. And the reason why I say this, because it ties into the topic: personal development versus vaginal acquirements. Because it seems like this whole progressive leveling up slash high value argument, at the end of the day, the end of the road, the end goal, the destination for any man who's following this narrative and following that blueprint and following what they saying you should do to become this, in the end, all you're gonna get is some vagina. That is the apex. That is your reward. All the risk, all the blood, sweat, and tears, all of the sleepless nights, all you going to acquire, your reward for this is going to be some vagina. So you went back to school, you decided to get a personal trainer and get your health together. You decided to go to therapy and get your mind right. You decided to level up financially by probably getting a better job or starting a business and working on that. Whatever you decided to do, all of the things that I've heard spoke on in this space, I'm starting to see that now at the end of it all, you're just going to get some so-called quality vagina. It's no longer about personal development. It is no longer about the development of the man. See? And I've said this for a long time, how a lot of these guys, the undertone for a lot of these guys' message was women. I've been saying this for a long time. I've been in this space now for about 2 years. And I've been saying that a lot of these guys' messages was really about women. These guys that's telling dudes to get in shape and go and work out, it's not for you to be healthy and for you to um those are things that you obtain to have an optimal life as a man. That is no longer the message in this space. The personal development of men. And see, the reason why I put verses is because you have a few guys in this space that are still pushing the personal development of men, but the majority is pushing vaginal acquirement. The requirements to acquire vagina. You got those guys, and then you got the guys that are still staying true to the message, which is personal development for men, the growth of men. See, because let me let you dudes know something. before you can be a good husband, you got to be a good man. And I'm not talking about a nice man. I'm talking about a good man. Got to be a good man first. You got to be a man that's about something before you can be a husband to a woman. You have to be a man to yourself before you can be a father to children. You have to be a man first. And I know a lot of us, you know, due to arrested development, due to growing up in the dynocracy, due to trauma, a lot of us had children early. So a lot of us was growing up simultaneously while raising children. So a lot of us guys made a lot of mistakes growing up into becoming men. But at one point, this space was a was a place of refuge where you can come in and you can speak on things and feel comfortable and actually get some help, actually get some positive feedback. See, now this space has become a just a wild, wild west. See, the manosphere space has become a brothel. It's like a brothel now. It's become it's similar to a brothel. You understand? It's all about the acquirement, not even a woman to just, it's not even about becoming a better man to get into a relationship. It's for you to become a better candidate for a female just to have sex with. When we all know that when it comes to sex, women are more primal than men. See, that is something that a lot of women are afraid to tell their men, because a lot of men, they speak, especially the guys in this space, they speak on female nature, but they really don't know, how to accept it. So a lot of these guys, they fly off the handle with just calling women certain names, right? And they're using these terms as if they've experienced these type of women, when you could tell that a lot of these guys, they weren't in relationships with the type of women that, with the names, the types of women that they're calling these women, they wasn't in relationships with them. They're speaking from the outside, looking in. So they really don't understand the mentality of those type of women, because they never really been with them. They don't know. So they automatically thinking, oh, well, I'm gonna get this, that, and the third, and I know I could get with her because I drive this, because I make this amount. I know I could smash. She ain't charging. How much she gonna charge me? What, 200, 300? I could pay for that. And see, most guys, when they looking at a normal female and the first thing they ready to do is come out their pocket, that's a dysfunction. That's a dysfunction. And see, the men in this space who are about the personal development of men understand that that mentality is a dysfunction. And that mentality, ultimately, you're going to lose whether you have the bag or not, whether you're quote unquote high value or not, whether you think you are or not, you're going to ultimately lose. Because at all times, you're willing to compromise your integrity if you have any. Because as we can see, most guys are giving up rent money to support avatars. They're not even seeing these women. And these women got these guys coming out their pockets for the hopes of acquiring some vagina. These guys are coming out of their pockets to prove that they're high value, to prove that they're a man of means, all to show that these women that they're leveling up. So now this is what we leveling up for. See, because even a woman that's not predatory, even a woman that's not predatory, if you the kind of guy that's coming in with a wad of goddamn money in your hand and you're willing to give it away, most women are gonna take the money out your hand. Because it's like, oh, well, you gave it to me. I didn't ask for it. And then a lot of you dudes get on here and start calling women, oh, these women are this and these women are that. Nah, dude. It's just that you only operate with women from that level. You're a Jonathan. You're a Jonathan. Because your whole concept of leveling up in your mind is for vaginal acquirement. It was never about personal development. That's why when you get ran through the ringer and now you ain't got no more money and shorty girl done left, now she all types of this, that, and the third. But this is what happens when you live your life for vagina acquirement as a man. This is what happens to men like this. This is what happens to the guys who live their life from their teenage years up until their 30s in pursuit of vagina acquirements instead of personally developing as a man. Shout out to AM, man. Salute to you, man. Happy Born Day again, man. He said, break it down, fam. Double M, boss movement. And you already know. You see? That's where we're at now. See, now the cat is all the way out the bag with you guys. You guys didn't come to serve this space any good. You came here with an ulterior motive. You see? You was only saying you was red pill to impress women in this space because you saw all the popular red pill content creators. You hear the whispers about them through the women. You see the women in their chat room donating. You see the women talking about them in other spaces and in other chat rooms. And you want to be these guys. So you come in this space and you masquerade as if this is who you are. For what? Vagina acquirement. Vagina acquirement. That's all it was ever about. That's all it ever was about. A lot of these guys are like that. A lot of these guys are on here promoting masculinity to prove to women how much of a man they are. They think that that's going to draw women to their platform. See, I be peeping all of that. And the guys who are purposely doing that, the women are not coming to their platform. Or the women are come in and leave because they know what you're doing. They know you fake it. You're over there trying to have a masculine conversation with a bunch of goofies. You're over there trying to pretend like you're masculine with a bunch of goofies, knowing you done did some dishonorable stuff in the name of vagina. In the name of vagina. And we ain't gonna call nobody name. We past that now. I'm past that. If the shoe fit, wear it. Y'all know what it is already. But a lot of y'all dudes did that. Y'all came in this space puffing y'all chests out, all in the name of trying to get some vagina. That's all it was about, man. And that's why now, and shout out to the elder, salute to BGS. This is why it's no longer a sacred space. Because the men that were here violated the code. They violated the secrecy. They violated the vow to the brotherhood, which was to never turn on the brotherhood. Never go against the manosphere. You was never nobody's never supposed to go against the banner. No, I don't care about personal disagreements. Infighting is something that goes on. But it never should be content creators because of them having personal beef, disrespecting the integrity of what the black manosphere stood for. And it stood for personal development, black male personal development. Because without personal development, there is no progression. There is no progression. There is no leveling up if there's no personal development. But you got a bunch of goofy niggas putting on suits and fanny packs. You got a bunch of goofy dudes. Let me calm down. You got a bunch of goofy dudes wearing shiny suits and extra Victoria's Secret lotion, running around here now, basically trying to low-key downplay the guys who are standing firm on what the message of this space always was. See, I look at this whole high value argument. I look at this narrative different from a lot of you other guys. I don't see, I don't take it as a personal attack on me. You see? I don't take it as a personal attack on me because I don't care what another man think. So I don't look at it like that. My issue is how that narrative extracted the true message behind the black manosphere. See, that's my problem. That narrative has put the black manosphere narrative on ice. Now it's not about black male personal development no more. It's no longer about that. It's about you finding a good corporate job, putting your bow tie on, and getting some money so you could get you a girl and get you a goddamn picket fence and have you some children and run around and be a slave to the dynocracy. See, that's where that narrative is going to lead us back to. See, that's my problem. That's my problem. Because it's about vagina acquirement. You want to be the best you can be so you can get the highest quality of female, the highest quality of vagina. Look at how these dudes objectify women. This is how you know these dudes are weirdos too. They weirdos. They think if they make more money, they can get a better quality of vagina, like you can buy different cuts of steak. So if I'm making 120K a year, her vagina is supposed to taste like filet mignon. I need me a filet mignon type of chick. And what does she look like? Because even the ones that we thought was filet mignon, they like to eat out the garbage. See? So it's no longer about personal development. That's my problem. It's no longer about the man anymore. It's no longer about you, player. It's about her again. See, the narrative switched all the way back around to her. And I told y'all this was going to happen. I told y'all this. Y'all don't see that this is a whole puzzle here? Look at the whole image in society right now. They're making more of a big deal about Breonna Taylor than George Floyd. It's the whole energy. This is why you see it being affected here on YouTube. This is why they can find a guy who's willing to uphold the same shit. Because that is where the high value argument leads you back to. It leads you back to those same black women that you brothers in the manosphere been talking about for the past 5 years. You get back to dealing with those women. So you think because you make $120,000 a year, your woman gonna come to the table and compromise with you? If she ain't compromised with you when you was on goddamn welfare, she ain't gonna compromise with you when you got some money. See, because what these chicks are gonna do, they're gonna do what homegirl was teaching these bottom shelf broads to do in the video that Kendra was showing on her stream maybe a month or two ago. Shout out to the Crimson Cure. Where you had this bottom, feeder, right? Teaching other bottom feeders how to behave like a high value woman, how to behave like a chick that has class when you from the projects and you still drink milk out the goddamn carton. She's teaching the women who still go to the supermarket with a scarf on their head and no drawers under their goddamn pajamas. She was teaching them how to behave for the high value men because they know that the whole high value narrative is about vagina acquirement. These dudes are only leveling up for us, ladies. And the women know that. You see, it's no longer about personal development. Why you think you hear women across the board, all women of all walks of life, women of all walks of life, why you think they all saying, man, ain't no real men out here no more? Do you know what they're talking about? They're talking about the men who have personally developed, the men who are not into feeding their vanity, feeding the dysfunction that they signed up to be a part of. See, one thing a man got to understand about a woman is, and you could, perfect example is the Adam and Eve story. When Eve ate the apple, she didn't tell Adam not to eat it. Give me a second, y'all. Yeah, I'm back. So yeah, like I was saying, a perfect example is the Adam and Eve story. Now, Eve knows that God supposedly told Adam not to eat the apple, right? But when she ate the apple, she gave it right to Adam and said, here. You see? You see the nature? Do you see the nature of a female? Now, when Adam dumbass ate the apple too and ended up just like Eve, Eve didn't say, "Oh man, why did I do that? I, I'm sorry, I hurt us." She didn't take no offense to what she did. You know what she did? She sat there and let Adam take all of the fault for it. They were showing you female nature in that story. Right in that story. They were showing you how Adam disobeyed the teachings of personal development for vagina. For vagina. For the acquirement of some. Shout out to my brother Ronnie. He said, give him the science, DS1. They show you that in that story. And a woman ain't gonna say, man, you got us in trouble just so you could have some of my vagina. She ain't gonna say that. She just gonna sit there like, oh well. That's female nature. And you dudes in this space get mad because y'all expect women to do something else. Women are not gonna do what we're gonna do. You see? And that's why Adam have to take the blame for what he done, because he was given the command. Because in the hierarchy, man is over the woman. So God gives his commands to the man first. God told Adam not to eat it. But Adam, tender dick ass, right, thinks that it's romantic and cute and sexy to eat from his woman's hands. Cause she bit the apple and said, here, babe, you want some? Vagina acquirement. Vagina has always been the downfall of men. Always. Because you don't want to focus on what's important. See, because women know that their vagina is not important because it's not even important to them. Women's, let me say that again. Because I don't think you dudes even understand it. Most of these women's vaginas is not even important to them. It's not even important to them. They don't hold a vagina in high esteem. A lot of these women out here have vaginal regret. And that may sound funny, but I'm being serious. They have vaginal regret. You know how many women out here that slept with dudes and don't even know why? They don't even know why. These are facts. So when you dudes get caught up in females' vagina, that's why they be clowning y'all. That's why they clown y'all. And look at what's happening now. Look at what's happening. All because you dudes was trying to acquire some YouTube vagina. Hijacked. You hijacked and bastardized the real message behind this space and turned it into some type of dating category. You turned the goddamn red pill into a dating attribute. Now these chicks could go on a dating app and check the box if the dude is a red pill man. That's how goofy y'all done got in this space. Oh, is he red pill? I only want red pill guys. Now it's become an attribute, a dating attribute. That's what it's become now because of y'all. Because y'all took the narrative and you know, put all types of cut on it, turned it into something else. Shout out to Mega Montana. Appreciate you. And this is why the space isn't sacred. Because the men aren't. See? The men have no value. You see? Because we just proved how the whole high value narrative is based on vagina acquirement. Become the best man you could become so you can get the best slice of poo-tang pie. You got a dude named Safari who was a broke bum dude from Brooklyn, New York, who used to ride motorcycles. He was the ghostwriter and was smashing Nicki Minaj. Shall I keep naming them? Shall I keep naming them? Hmm? Should I keep naming them? Safari only date famous chicks. The chickie he with Erica Mena now. He only date famous chicks. Safari's not high value. Safari is a hood dude, a West Indian hood dude. Not a gangster, not a street dude. He's a dancer. Safari's a dancer. See? That's what this thing is all about. Make sure you drive the Bentley or the Beamer or the Benz so you can get that 8, 9, or 10. That's what this is all about. That's why you got a bunch of strag instructors running around here teaching a bunch of strags how to use their fork now and how to use the correct spoon when they eating that Roof Chris. Come on, man. But the space is no longer sacred because it's not about the personal development of black men. For the sole purpose of the black man. Because what do grown man business say? Shout out to grown man business. Men first. And that's what the narrative surrounding this space represented. Men first. Preferably us, black men. first. Before your woman, you first. Before your children, you first. Before your mama, you first. And you know why it's going to always be us first, black man? Because without your father, you wouldn't have a mother. And she wouldn't have a mama without her goddamn daddy. So it's going to always be us first. And see, the whole leveling up / high value narrative doesn't speak to men first, because the intentions behind you leveling up is not for the sole purpose of you. It is for the sole purpose for you to remain a servant, which proves that narrative pushes the dynocracy. That's how it proves that. Because the narrative is not telling you you don't have to deal with women. It's pushing you back toward it. It's pushing you back toward that. It's pushing you back there. It's pushing you back toward those women that you was leveling up to get away from. Because see, like I said before, those so-called high-value men, those quote-unquote sugar babies, are nothing but project broads dressed up. Your Lyra Galores, your Amber Roses, you know, all them little low-level Instagram models, those are all project broads. Ari Fletcher, those are project broads. That's what they are. But they know how to act at the dinner table. They know how to they know how to do all that. So the high value man is money bag yo. He's a high value man. He makes 6 figures. He got status, and he date Ari Fletcher. Offset, high value man, but he marries Cardi B, a sugar baby. If she didn't marry Offset and she was still running around like she was doing, Cardi B would be a sugar baby. She'd be running around getting flew out by a bunch of rich dudes. Them Dubai dudes would have been ran through Cardi. Just like all the low-level Instagram models run to Dubai and get ran through and come back with 50, 60,000 and be fronting on Instagram, knowing they just ran through the whole Middle East. This is your sugar babies. You aspire to be a Henry to get with these types of women. But see, it's no longer about personal development. It's no longer about that. The narrative has spin to women. How long I've been saying this? It's about the woman now, guys. You don't see this? You don't see the whole entanglement thing? It's about women. Women empowerment, feminism. And the religion of the dynocracy is feminism. Feminism is the religion of the gynocrat. See? That's why, no matter based on the facts, Tory Lane still shot Megan, even though the facts are gonna prove he didn't do it. But everybody's still gonna say he did it. You got all these dudes running around here, running around in the industry, defending Megan Thee Stallion. See? Y'all don't see what's going on here? Y'all don't see these paid proxies? Y'all, I did a show about this. Y'all don't see this? This is the elevator I was talking about. You want the fast track? You want to get up to the elevator? You want to get on the elevator with me? I spoke about this. See, I told you certain guys get offered the elevator ride. Certain guys get on it and they don't get off. See? And they're looking for men, certain types of men, to push their agenda. So we need a guy who's been in this masculine space, these rigid black men. We need someone to penetrate that space and uproot it. It's too much masculinity over there. It's too much rebellion. You heard what Obsidian said about Taz. He's too much of a rebel. And rebels never make it. He said it. See? So you can't be a black man and defend yourself and stand up for yourself as a black man. No, black man. That's not for you. You have to be the house dog that I talked about in the last stream. You have to be the house dog with the cute little bow tie, flea collar on. You know, they dress you up for Christmas and you got your own Instagram page, you know, the family pet. You know, same thing as usual. We'll just call it something different now. We'll call them high value men. We'll call them that now. We'll call them that now. See? See, this is a classic example of Dwight McManus using his bed wench and giving her power over the slaves to do his job. So what did the women go out and do? The women went out and scouted dudes. I spoke on this already. They went out and they got certain dudes to do their bidding for them. So the door could be cracked open for the ideology to come. It's a new day. Right, Georgie Porgy? It's a new day. I know it is. I know what that meant. I know what that meant. Y'all might as well stop being men around here. That's what that meant. Now we gonna tell y'all how to be men. And we gonna tell y'all what type of men y'all better be. They don't have a problem with the high value man argument. You notice that? Do they have a problem with that argument? Oh, hell no. Because it's for them. It's for them. It's for them. See, y'all got to pay attention to the little subtle things. Now, being that this whole high value argument is predicated around vagina acquirement, right? Because ultimately that's all you're going to get, right? Now, with guys running around here trying to prove now that they're high value based on those requirements, they're letting the women know who they need to be seeking after. So y'all dudes are putting targets on y'all back. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all don't even see this. Y'all putting targets on y'all back. I work at such and such. I cleared this amount this year. What? Ain't nobody gonna call me broke. I cleared this amount this year. These women sitting back like, oh word, mm, mm. Mark. Oh, he cleared that much too? Mark. See, y'all don't know what being a man is. See? And when you get dragged out here, whose fault is that? See? Y'all are being marked. You're marking yourself. Stupid. Trying to be cute. Trying to get chose. Thirsty. Now you're marked. Because y'all don't see. This is why I tell y'all have to understand lingo and jargon. The whole requirements behind the narrative, right, is based on a market value. see, I'm gonna go ahead and break this down real quick and then we gonna close it out. See, this whole high value man also stands for high market value or high value market. Where do you scale at in the marketplace as a man? That's why it's about your social status, how much money you make. See? And all of this is predicated around what? Family, the household, relationships. So this is all about women, y'all. This is all about women. These women have a scout for them. They have their own scout. He's a scout. He's their scout. Where he's going to pair them together and create more dysfunction. That's what's going to happen. Because these high value men are not only going to come with their money and their status, but they're going to come with expectations that these sugar babies, these project dressed up school lunch eating broads, they're not going to be able to uphold and live up to those men expectations. So the divorce rate is going to go up. See, this is how I'm looking at the whole narrative. This is why I don't like it. I look at it a whole nother way. Because I don't care what anybody think about how I'm living. Because nobody's living like me. And men don't count other men's pockets. That's a masculine no-no. That's a masculine no-no. Pocket watching. So I don't even pay attention to the guys who are even pocket watching other guys. You see? Because pocket watching is a female trait. Because women want to know how much money you make. Because she want to know if you could get her the things that she like. Hmm? So all of this whole thing needs to stop. Because like I said a long time ago, a lot of the talking points are not even rooted in masculinity. Because other men shouldn't be concerned about what another man makes. Because you ain't feeding that man, you ain't living with that man, and you ain't having sex with that man. So you shouldn't be concerned about his income. That is feminine. Growing up, I only heard women worrying about how much bread a dude got. But I come on YouTube, and this is a common thing amongst a lot of you dudes, especially in this space. Always pocket watching. Peace to the God Gold Professor. He says, there was a time literally when men were on the auction block, the original high value meaning. Exactly. Exactly. You see? So here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, I'm going to stay true to the message. I'm going to stay true to what this space represents, which is black male what? Development. The personal development of black men. You see? And leveling up, the true definition of leveling up encompasses all of that. See, personal development includes your finances. It includes your education level. See, none of that stuff is separate. See, that's how you know they turned it into a narrative because they separated it. It's not separate. It's not separate. Your health and your finances isn't separate. Your mental health and your finances is not separate. It's all part of personal development. But they took pieces off of it and created a narrative. So salute to the masculine mercenaries, man. Salute to the madam mercenaries. Salute to all the real content creators who are going to stand on the true message, man. Because at the end of the day, it is men first. Us first, man. We can't lose sight of that because of a hot topic. It's about personal development. It's not about vaginal acquirement. You're going to acquire that all times of your life, throughout your life. But if you use that to base your life on, you're not going to have a life. You're going to be miserable and you're going to be a piece of trash as a man. That's what you're going to be. If you live your whole life, if your whole existence is to become something just to get a female, I pray for you, brother. I pray you seek help. Because a lot of brothers that have done that has been committing suicide. That's why you brothers need to get your mind right, man. This is why I say we have to heal before we build. You have to heal, man. You got dudes out here that follow that narrative, lived their whole life, suppressed themselves, didn't deal with women, got the money, all of that. And now don't even know what to do with themselves. They're not even getting the results that they expect. So salute to everybody in the building. Shout out to y'all. Much love. I appreciate all the love and the support. Thanks for y'all catching this late night stream. You enjoyed the stream? CashApp $SheepStaySleepTV. CashApp $SheepStaySleepTV. Go ahead and donate to the show. Shout out to everybody who donated through the super chat. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody who hit the like button. If you haven't yet, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the show. Shout out to the masculine mercenaries once again. Salute to all the matter mercenaries. And shout out to everybody who support the platform, man. I appreciate it. This is DS1 Ross of Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. Us, men first. We are our own agency, brothers. I'm going to catch y'all tomorrow. Peace.